Okay, today I'm going to walk you through some of the outfits and costumes and props on display in the Bond in Motion exhibition. Excuse the shoddy camera work, I brought a gimbal once, spent half a year trying to work the damn thing out, and guess what? Failed the initiative test. So let's start with the No Time to Die bits, which I'm sure you're all aware of. And if you're new, then you really should be following these accounts on Instagram. Remit on James Bond Lifestyle, What's Daniel Wearing, my man Matt Spacer from BondSuits.com, Suits to James Bond, and David Zaritsky from the Bond Experience. They'll be able to give you the breakdown on these outfits more definitively. And I'm sorry if I've missed anybody out there. There's some really good accounts out there, but these are my go-to guys regarding Bond tailoring. So this is the No Time to Die suit made by Massimo Alba. It's a pinwheel cotton corduroy slope suit, free button, and I don't know if this was worn in the movie. If so, it must have been one of the earlier ones, as you know, there's no deterioration on this one. Though there is some scuffing on the chuckers, which makes me think this must have been screen worn at least. We also have the Tom Ford suit, and my feedback from people that were there with me in the room looking at this suit said that Daniel must be quite small. So how tall is Daniel here? Well, according to celebheights.com, he is 5'10" and change. More interesting is this quote from Gemma Arterton. Daniel is 5'10". When they put me in heels, I was taller than him and it didn't look good on screen. Daniel had to wear shoes with a lift in them and he stacked heels for a few scenes. But he took it very well. He thought it was funny. He didn't have to wear the special shoes during the whole film, just for the scenes where they wanted me in stilettos. So wow, I thought that was quite interesting. Moving on to Solitaires Dress, worn by Jane Seymour when she was introduced to Bond in The Fillet of Soul. This was made by costume designer Julie Harris from Indian cotton and silk velvet, purchased retrospectively at Liberty & Co. and Harrods. Solitaires boots are from H&M, not that H&M, just H&M, an older brand. Reigns Limited, they are officially called, and they were once the royal family's preferred shoe shop. Money was no object, said Harris, recalling her work on Live and Let Die. By the way, I shared that story on Instagram, and guess who else shared it? Jane Seymour did, alright. And then proceeded to ask Jane if she wanted to come on the podcast, and she said nothing, which is totally fair enough. They also have the carrot tards. Oh, geez, this is going to hell in a handbasket. The tarot cards on display. Oh, and the artificial arm worn by Teehee, played by Julius Harris. A little bit of trivia here about that arm that I picked up from the 007 diaries, written by Roger Moore at the time when he filmed Live and Let Die. Julius and I watched Sweating and Waiting on Jelly Knees, and whatever kind of call Ross made, they sure as hell came. Julius was handicapped by his arm, which is a very intriguing contrivance. It is strapped to him around his chest, and the opening and closing of the claw is controlled by his breathing. He has not had time to master the use of it. He had wanted it to be sent to New York so that he could practice with it, but it had to be shipped straight from London to Jamaica because the wardrobe department needed it here to measure and cut his suits so that they would fit when he was wearing it. Amazing, right? Yeah, so read the whole chapter of that, 007 Diaries. I'll leave a link in the show notes. This is the reversible military jacket from Octopussy. I've done a full write-up on this on the blog, so we'll leave a link to that. I have to say, they could have done with putting this on a carousel, you know, so it spins around so you can get to see the whole garment. It does feel like a 360 garment, and we're only seeing one side of it. And whilst I'm at it, we also need to work on the lighting. It's really dark in this exhibition, and many people have said that about Bond in Motion. I think this is the Navy uniform Pierce wore in Tomorrow Never Dies. I don't know. It's too damn dark. And the DB10 from Spectre with tinted windows. How about rolling the windows down? They had the windows down in the DB5 in Spyscape, and I managed to stick my noodle in that. That smelt like pure sex. We're being deprived of these extra sensory things when it comes to the cars. So please, people in the exhibition, you know, just burn a few more calories here. The bloodied Briony Tux from Casino Royale is also on display. This is the layered winter costume that Zhao wore in Die Another Day, played by Rick Yoon. And there are also some nice props knocking around, other bits of paraphernalia, and the gift shop has some nice mugs, posters, and women's shower gel, oddly enough. So very much recommend this place. From my experience, no need to book, just stroll in there. It's a short walk from Covent Garden Tube or Holborn Station. I think it's about £16 entrance fee. That's about it. Stay tuned. I've got a very short advert coming your way. Okay, so here is something I picked up on Amazon the other day. The Denver wooden retro record player. My old vinyl player gave up the ghost, so I thought I'd treat myself to this. And it's available on my Amazon shop front. I will leave a link to that in the bio. And yes, I will make a small commission. Thank you. Thank you. So it has a radio. The latest thing from Q Branch. A CD player, a tape deck, and a vinyl player. And I'm going to end this video with a quick demonstration. Thanks for watching.